Hello, my name is Dr. Lucas Watterson from Mountain State Wellness in Morgantown, West Virginia. Today I would like to share with you a conversation that I recently had with one of my new patients in the office who consulted my office with severe neck pain. She had told me in her health history that she had an automobile accident over 10 years ago, but she just began to experience severe neck pain about 1 year ago. And so I began to explain to her how the position of your neck can actually cause significant pain symptoms over time. And the longer it's out of alignment, the more severe the pain will begin to elevate. I gave an example of many new automobiles these days have sensors around the perimeter of the automobile to tell the driver what position their car is in. In other words, if you get too close to another car or a pedestrian or even the curb if you're trying to park, those sensors detect the proximity of that particular item and they start to send an alarm inside the car to let the driver know that the position is not proper. And if you continue in the further direction of that position, you may get damage to your car. Your neck has a very similar system to let you know that something's wrong with the alignment of your neck. There basically are two types of sensors found in the neck. One is called proprioceptor sensors, which actually measure and detect position, just like the car sensors. The second sensor found in your neck are called nociceptor sensors, and they actually are the ones that actually send off the pain alarm if the position of the neck has been abnormal for a sustained period of time. So here's what happens. Someone gets into a motor vehicle collision and they have a whiplash injury to their neck. That shifts the position of the neck into an abnormal position, which sends the proprioceptor sensors to send signals to the brain on a consistent basis that the neck is out of position and it just doesn't feel quite right to some people. Unfortunately, many of my patients will ignore that, as this particular woman did for about 9 years before she then began to actually experience severe neck pain. So what happens is the proprioceptors will continue to fire into the brain, sending signals saying the abnormal position is present and that something should be done before it gets worse and tissue damage, begins to actually occur. If you ignore the problem and you don't correct the alignment or the position of the neck, then the nociceptor sensors, which are the pain sensors, are going to begin firing and sending an alarm to the brain with pain signals, just like the alarm inside the automobile if you get too close to something outside. So here's what we do at Mountain State Wellness to correct this situation. We practice a very little known and yet very specialized procedure called NUCCA. That stands for National Upper Cervical Chiropractic Association. And with this procedure, we can actually take three-dimensional x-rays, images of your neck, and actually determine which position it has shifted into due to the accident or injury you've sustained. We can mathematically measure these and we can mathematically calculate exactly how to correct every person's misalignment that comes to our office. Then we take and do a very gentle hand adjustment with the side of our hand to the side of the neck to shift the very top two bones back into alignment, causing the head to be sitting upright, the very top bone to be horizontal, and the neck to be vertical underneath that. And then we go and actually take a second set of digital images to verify that we have proper alignment or proper positioning. What is the result of that? The proprioceptor sensors shut off their signals to the brain, and the nociceptor receptors send off their signal to the brain. And so now all of a sudden the person becomes pain-free, of which they've been suffering from for either a year or longer because of a motor vehicle collision or a whiplash injury they had a long time ago. Once again, my name is Dr. Lucas from Mountain State Wellness. I hope this gives you a better understanding as how the abnormal position of your neck can actually cause severe neck pain. If you'd like to learn more about how we help people, please visit our website at mtnstatewellness.com. Thank you.